Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Holy Wrath Paladin. Holy Wrath Paladin is one of the few currently viable combo decks, and it's actually a pretty nice deck still, also in Saviors of Uldum. So what Holy Wrath Paladin wants to do is it wants to Shirvallah the Tiger, it wants to discount Shirvallah the Tiger down to 0 mana, then it wants to draw through its entire deck and play Shirvallah, shuffle a copy of Shirvallah into the deck with a Baleful Banker, so Shirvallah is now the only card in the deck, and then play Holy Wrath, draw a card and deal damage equal to its cost. And that uses the base cost of the card, so that would be 25 in case of Shirvallah, so that's 25 damage to face. The deck includes 2 copies of Holy Wrath and 2 copies of Baleful Banker, so it can do the same thing twice over 2 turns, for a total of 50 damage over 2 turns. Some previous variants of this deck used Alexstrasza to deal with Warrior and all the armor they have, that's an additional 15 damage, but these Saviors of Uldum decks are using Zephrys the Great instead. So Zephrys the Great can give you additional damage in those matchups where you need some more damage, but it can also give you board clear. It's just a very flexible tool. And actually the most fun part I have discovered about Zephrys the Great in this deck is in those games where you lose your Shirvallah, like a Bloodstinger takes it away or something happens, you lose your Shirvallah, you actually have a secondary wing addition because you can win the game by bouncing Zephrys multiple times. With this version, for example, 2 Baleful Bankers, 1 Youthful Brewmaster, you can play 4 copies of Zephrys in a game, and that can also be enough to win the game. Other than the combo wing addition, the deck it's a combo deck. It draws a lot of cards, it removes a lot of stuff, it heals a little bit, and then it executes its combo. The main card draw tools in this deck are Crystology, that's just insane, 1 mana to draw 2 cards. And then there is the Prismatic Lens. Draw a minion and a spell from your deck, swap their costs. Prismatic Lens can sometimes be problematic if you still have Shirvallah in your deck, because then you're going to potentially draw Shirvallah and a spell, and then that spell will be unusable. In practice that matters only in a few matchups, like against Control Warrior you might be wary of using this, because if you happen to draw that Shirvallah Holy Wrath, and you have only 1 Holy Wrath available, that's not enough to kill Control Warrior. In most other matchups there is no single card in this deck that's so important, so you can just Prismatic Lens away. The numerous board clears in this deck, there's Equality, there's Shrink Ray, these can turn opponents' minions into small and manageable size, then they can be consecrated away, or you can use these together with a Wild Pyromancer, or in some cases even together with an Elven Archer to snipe an individual minion. The deck also includes 2 copies of Timeout. Your hero is immune until your next turn. This can be used in the mid game sometimes to make up space for really good board clear turns, or they can be saved until the late game and used very late in the game just to ensure that you will survive until your combo. Timeout is especially important in the mirror matchup, where the player who plays their timeout first typically loses. So in the mirror matchup, be very wary of your timeout use. For the most part, when playing this deck, you're trying to control the board, you're trying to chip in a little bit of damage to the opponent so that you would get them to 25 reach, so that you can kill them with a single Holy Wrath. In most matchups, the other Holy Wrath can be used for card draw. 1 Holy Wrath is enough to kill them. In some matchups like Control Warrior, you want to push everything you can to the face. Hammer of Wrath to the face, True Silver Champion to the face, 2 Holy Wraths to the face. Because there can be so much armor that you really need to deal with all of that. The same applies against Druid to an extent, because 2 Ferocious Howls can give Druid 20 armor, and then Hidden Oasis can give Druid a lot of healing as well. So those are the matchups where you really need to optimize your face damage in order to make sure that even 2 Holy Wraths are enough. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're typically looking for your card draw tools. Crystology, Prismatic Lens. These are the key pieces. If you're facing some aggressive swarming decks, then you can hold on to something like Wild Pyromancer as well, so that you have an answer to those. My list is a little bit different than the most common meta list at the moment. I'm running double Shrink Ray Quality, I don't run Subdue. I have found that I really like having that full board wide effect more. And I'm still also running 1 copy of Youthful Brewmaster. I really like Youthful Brewmaster because Brewmaster allows me to use Shirvallah more proactively earlier in the game to deal some damage, take something off the board and heal myself. without compromising my combo. Or alternatively, Brewmaster can also be used with Zephrys the Great. They get 2 Zephrys turns. Just a really flexible card. One thing about this deck that I've been going back and forth on is the Hammer of Wrath True Silver Champion. I'm currently running 2 hammers, 1 True Silver. At times I'll be running 2 True Silvers, 1 hammer. Very small differences. A little bit more damage if you run 2 True Silvers, or a little bit more draw if you run 2 hammers. So depending on what you need, there are some adjustments that you can make there as well. If you enjoyed this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Holy Wrath Paladin in action. Maybe I try to keep these. Maybe the juggler might hit your face and more. Maybe, but like, what was going to... I mean, it mostly hit my face. I don't understand anything. Oh boy. This one.
I hope you like my invention.
It's a quest paladin. Okay. Well, he's not going to run out of minions anytime soon. Yep, not going to run out of minions.
I hope you like my invention.
Christology time. Archer. Probably need to use the Christology here. Need to draw through my deck faster.
Sure.
He might magnetize something on that, but it's unlikely. It's much more likely that he just puts more stuff on this board. And that's a pretty solid opener. You don't get much more reborns than these. Not this quickly. I don't have any spells that I could use with the Pyro. So I need to go in with the True Silver, I think. I would have like Elven Archer, Brewmaster type of things. Then I could Elven Archer 2 minions down. But I can do that next turn too, right?
Oh, if you're sure.
I just kill these that have more health at the moment. Pop some of those reborns before he completes the quest. And he's able to start making copies.
Your presence offends me.
Next turn he might be able to make a copy for the first time. Okay. But I don't exactly have a ton of tools here. I probably have to face tank the Ancestral Guardian. And then it's Elven Archer, Brewmaster, Elven Archer. But do I kill the Micro Mummies or do I kill I need to kill an Ancestral Guardian too, right? I might be able to copy a Micro Mummy though.
Burn.
That's probably still what I need to do here. Don't have a lot of tools right now. There goes the Archer. Archer goes back into the hand. And then Archer returns. Right. I could have also gotten like a Crystal Smith Kangar out there. I would have been able to heal 2 more. If Archer returns and kills the Mermy. We'll try the Archer returning. But as soon as he can copy some of these reborns, they will get the reborn tag back. And that can be a problem. Maybe I should have went with the Kangor. So if he finds like a cheap one, that wasn't a cheap one, but that's still pretty good. So this one and the lens isn't enough. I still need to use the lens this turn. I believe I need to use the lens. Flash of Light. Do I need to hit away the Divine Shield? I think I probably do. He might magnetize more on that next turn though. Or he might copy it next turn. Lots of things can happen. I think I need the Talnos out there this turn. 6 damage coming in. Well, that's not going to be another 12. But there could be a reborn minion and a copy. That can totally happen. Another Divine Shield. That's annoying. Can't get rid of those Divine Shields, right? Well, now actually... No, I cannot. I'm 1 mana off. Crystology no longer draws anything. 10 damage coming in. Too much damage. What if I still hold off a little bit? Just go with the Kangor and the Flash of Light. I might be able to do that. Although the copies will be difficult to deal with. Kangor, Flash of Light. Can't use the hammer. It's just hero power. Okay. We'll see if there's a way. Oh no, he's going to coin... No, that's not a reborn. Okay, so that was not a reborn, that's cool. And I can kill that. I can't prevent copies, but I can kill that. And I can time out. So if I kill that and I time out, he can't copy the mechanical whelp at least. He can still make copies of these reborns. 12 cards left in my deck. Oh boy. I'm going to have to time out here. That's also going to be the Kangors, of course. I need to hammer that one away. And use the timeout now. Okay. So he can't copy the Death Rattle minion. Small upside. But how on earth am I ever going to deal with the Kangor? Or if he finds like a Ziliax, or if he finds that. That's so good too.
Reporting for duty.
Fight for survival. So there's 2 consecrations, there's a shrink ray and an equality. 4 of my board clear cards are in my bottom 10. But this has got to be Pyro Shrink Ray, right? Well, it can be Shrink Ray, Pyro, Crystology. Leave the Pyro on the board. Staring down at his 8/8 though. Crystology no longer draws anything. Or alternatively I have to time out again now. And draw. So that I can get to multiple consecutive board clears. Time outing now seems a little scary. I think I'll go with this line. It will leave me with staring at an 8/8. Which obviously isn't fun. But I have the option to time out next turn and draw. Okay, now he completes the quest. Now the copies start coming. The copies can only really be killed with the Pyromancer. Oh, that means that he had to kill the Pyro here. That actually wasn't too bad. 9 cards in the deck. But how do I deal the damage? He also still has the Ziliax left. Oh boy, oh boy. So, Prismatic Lens. There's a risk that I get Shirvala and something. That's nasty. Shirvala, Banker, Pyro. 1 in 3 to get Shirvala with this. I suppose I still have to go with that. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that was exactly the thing that I couldn't afford. But what can you do? 10, 12 damage. 7 cards in deck. So I need like Pyro, Shrink Ray, timeout at some point, right? Might as well hit there. makes little difference. So he has 12 on board. We won't have 12 from hand, most likely. So I have a little bit more time. 6 cards in deck, but now that I lost one board clear, that was really bad for me. And he still has the Kangors left, which is a big deal. How do I survive this? 5 cards in the deck. Both Holy Wraths are there. And he's just conserving his resources until he needs more. There's plenty of taunts coming. Still 2 Holy Wraths in the deck, so I can't even get to the Zephrys. What if I use just the Shrink Ray? He's going to keep making these bone raids. Shrink Ray and then Shirvala to heal. So I just can't clear this up.
By the holy light.
Yes, by the holy light indeed.
The battle.
Probably have to do something like this indeed. So I put one Shirvala into the deck. Have one Shirvala on the board. He still has a magnetization platform. He can magnetize on the Robosaur. And that was, well, too bad. It had to be Shirvala equally. That was so bad. It's already a tough matchup. This deck is basically the control killer. The thing this deck does is kill control decks. And now this looks pretty bleak. Oh, I get rid of one Divine Shield. That's good. He's never going to let go of the other Divine Shield. Yeah, I figured as much. He is going to let go of the... What? He is going to let go of that Divine Shield. Well, he might have Kangors available. Because now I can hit here and then I can play Pyromancer Consecration. Then he would need to have the Kangors, but he could have Kangors, he has 2 cards there. Pyro Consecration does wipe this board. Is there something I need from Zephrys? What can help me from Zephrys? Twisting Nether? I suppose it has to be the Twisting Nether, right? I'll get the Twisting Nether when I play Zephrys now, don't I?
Your wish is my suggestion.
I don't get the Twisting Nether, no! That was awful. I needed the Twisting Nether. Well, that was terrible. I really needed the Twisting Nether because if there's Kangors, then Kangors is going to bring back the minions, really big minions. I thought I would get the Twisting Nether from Zephrys, but apparently not. Ouch. That was really, really bad.
Of course it's the right way.
But there's no Kangors. Okay. With no Kangors. Then... oh, I would so need to deal a little bit of damage. What if I leave the Questing Explorer up? Because I would really need to put him down to 25. So Cabal Shadow Priest takes this one. But I'll trade away the other Reborn. And I want to put him down to 25. He might not get a Ciliax, even if he finds Kangors. It's not guaranteed that he gets a Ciliax from that. I still have 1 timeout remaining. But top decks are extremely important at the moment. Okay. What is the next move? Okay, I don't mind the trade. 3 cards left in my deck. 1 Holy Wrath to face might be enough. Well, it really depends whether he finds the Kangor. So I guess I will just clear the board. I can use 1 Holy Wrath here. Consecration seems good. Let's do the consecration here. That means that I only need to trade with this one. And these can push more face damage. Get him down to 17. Okay. 2 cards left in my deck. So I draw the Shirvala. I play the Shirvala. Yeah. Draw the Shirvala. Shirvala costs nothing. Play the Shirvala. Banker the Shirvala. Holy Wrath face and we win. Let's see, another one. I guess those hunter matchups should be relatively easy. There might also be something wrong with my list. Not sure. Trying out Zephrys, trying out Subdue. Well, you need Zephrys against Warrior if you don't run Alex. So... we'll see. Novice Engineer is probably good here. Let's get that immediate draw. Okay, so probably a Highlander Hunter. That's what it looks like anyway. Yep, here come the secrets. Oh, well, we play the Talnos, we get to see if it's Snipe, not Snipe, because he has the option to like coin the Hyena, potentially. Or that. I would have wanted to trigger the secret if I could, but unfortunately I couldn't. If there is a pressure plate, I probably want to trigger it immediately. So I'm going to play the Prismatic Lens here. See if there's a pressure plate. There is a pressure plate, but I get the trigger. So get that out of the way. Cards in hand, alright, alright. So far so good. Ooh, now he gets all the secrets. And Hammer isn't doing a whole lot either. Neither is Flash of Light. These are pretty weak set of tools that I have at the moment. I suppose I do need to hammer there. Stay at 9 cards in hand. Okay. I mean, I have stuff like Kang or Flash of Lights, so that can heal a lot. But now he of course has the Rat Trap in hand at least, if not in play, which means that Rat Trap can become an issue. Okay. Misha. Ouch and ouch. I suppose True Silver Champion is fine here. I'll try to kill the Misha. We'll see if there's snakes, but it's unlikely that there would be snakes. And they aren't. Then I can hero power here too. This is fine. We got rid of the Misha. No snake trap. Well, he has all the secrets in hand, so he can play any secrets that he chooses. Freezing is less likely. Rat can really be a problem. We'll see. So much playing around secrets when you're facing hunters. Is Holy Wrath Paladin top tier? No, but it's okay. Oh, weapon removal. Nasty business that. Okay, and more damage keeps pouring in. We're down to 14. I believe I need to clean up this board. But if he has Brand for next turn, I don't really have anything that I can play against that. I have absolutely nothing that I can play against that. So that will be a problem if that happens. Oh, we got Snipe out of the way. That's nice. And then it's just hero power. Okay. Now if he has Bran and he punches that 8 to the face, puts me down to 6. That's a big problem because like Crystal Smith Kang or Flash of Lights, just getting that rat out, because this really has to be a rat trap, right? That's a really weak card though. I'm surprised that he's running that even in Highlander. I just need a little more time. Oh dear. Need a good chunk more time. 9 cards in hand. Well, Pressure Plate has already been seen. Probably going to Prismatic Lens here. Let's see what I can pick up. Banker and Crystology. Not awesome, not awesome at all. But I probably have to time out this turn. And how do I move on from there? I still don't have a way to clean up this board. Crystology doesn't draw a way to clean up this board. No, Crystology draws a Novice Engineer at the moment. 7, 11 damage, so I will have to time out. Probably try to hit there, check for snakes. No snakes. Then I will need to use the timeout. But I'm in a lot of trouble now. He can play the freezing trap from hand this turn. Because Shirvala is not free yet. Yeah, he goes for the freezing, he goes for the snakes. If I can top deck a Pyromancer, I might be fine. Top decking timeout. I guess it means I'm kind of fine. But it's still scary. This is like Kangor into double Flash of Light and timeout. That's 9 mana. It pops the rat, I know. But I need to find a board clear. I've already seen the Pressure Plate, that's the only thing that I have actually seen. Here comes the rat. Well, I would have the option to Shirvala and bounce it back into... No, I can't Shirvala and bounce it back into my hand. I do need to time out. Yeah. So I time out now, which means that I will be able to wipe the board next turn. But then what do I do? What do I do about the upcoming Bran? There's Freezing Trap. So there's Freezing Trap, Snake Trap, Explosive Trap. Now he might get another one. That was a pretty good random beast too. Luckily not fatal. So is this a Pyro Shrink Ray turn? Probably to hold on to Consecration. So Pyromancer Shrink Ray it is. Pyro Shrink. And kill those minions. But I can hero power a little. Okay. So Explosive, Freezing and Snake are the likely secrets here. And then he has one random secret in hand.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
And here comes the King Crush. Not altogether unexpected. Well, there would be a subdue for the King Crush. Or I can go with the Shirvala, proc the freezing trap, then Shirvala again, heat and consecrate and bounce Shirvala back into my hand. That's one way to do it. I guess it's Shirvala. Shirvala goes there. Shirvala obviously gets frozen back to my hand, but Shirvala doesn't care too much about getting frozen, not after the discounts are there. Yep, Shirvala back to the hand. It's all cool. Still costs nothing. So it goes in again, hits over there. Then I'll consecrate the board. And I will bounce Shirvala back to my hand. And I can hero power. So like this. Now I have dealt with the King Crush for the time being. I'm still at 28. But now I'm pretty much out of healing. And there's still 7 cards left in my deck. Should I have just played the Crystology to draw the Novice Engineer that turn? That was an option. I was considering using the Crystology later with the Pyromancer. No, I should have played the Crystology. There's no use to save it for a Pyromancer because I have another Crystology coming anyway. Okay. So I've seen Zephrys, I've seen Bran. There might be Siamat, there is Zul'jin. Hunter is at 26, so I still need 1 point of damage, and if there's Zul'jin I still need 6 points of damage in order to make Holy Wrath lethal. I lost 1 Baleful Banker to the random Blood Stinger, so I have only 1 Holy Wrath available. But what is the Hunter's move? Should have played the Crystology to grab the Novice Engineer last turn. Okay, it's Zul'jin, so he gets all the secrets back. And he gets an Animal Companion. But that's pretty much it, right? Well, he gets a bunch of resources. So there is Snipe. There's also the Rat Trap still. I have 6 cards left in my deck. I have no timeouts remaining. Okay, so this will pick up the Novice Engineer. Still 2 Holy Wraths in the deck, so Zephrys is not active.
I hope you like my invention.
Novice Engineer picks up 2 Silver Champion. But there are still... There's still the snakes out there. Freezing's out there. And then there is the rat. How do I deal the damage? I'm having a lot of trouble dealing the damage. I'll need some more damage from Zephrys, right? So I can't use Zephrys to clean up. This will trigger the rat. I will use this to kill the Huffer. Right. Yeah, this will be used to kill the Huffer. I know there's snakes coming. I'm aware of those. I get rid of the Huffer and I subdue the rat. That will get rid of the pressure plate. Okay, so now he has 8 damage here. And I've seen the Bran, and I've seen the Zephrys. He has a random beast again from the pack. There's still 2 Holy Wraths in the deck, so my Zephrys is not active. And I would need some damage from my Zephrys as well. We'll see. At least there's no Zephrys, so no Bloodlust or anything like that. Random secret. So, what is that random secret going to be? I don't know. Ouch. And ouch. There's a Pyromancer, so there is a potential board clear here. So I probably need to try to hit face with my weapon here. What if he has another snipe? Then the Pyromancer dies. Then there's no board clear. That can be a problem. If there is another snipe, that is a problem. 3 cards in the deck. Another snipe. So this will clean up the board. We clean up the board and I hero power. I'm at 16, he has 4 here. 3 cards left in the deck, 2 Holy Wraths and a Christology. Getting that hidden means that there's also a possibility that I can do like double Holy Wrath lethal at some point. A random kill command. An in-deck kill command. And another random kill command and I died. That was a surprising amount of burst, I have to say. I did not expect him to have 3 copies of kill command. Hunter A. I still think I will need the card draw here. Let's go for the card draw. Not finding it. Oh, I have a Flash of Light. So I would assume a Highlander Hunter. I haven't been very happy with the Subdue, I have to say. According to statistics, Subdue should be a really good card. Well, I now have a 4-game sample size, so... It's been 4 games where Subdue has been completely useless so far. I also haven't got any value from Zephrys, but potentially. Zephrys, of course, was useful in the last game. We'll see. Blackmail subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that. Eldivar has been happy with it. Subdue. Okay. What are the matchups where you get a lot of value from Subdue? Because obviously I've been playing like almost only Hunters. I thought that Subdue would be like against... like Quest Shaman does the Mogu Flesh Shaper into Mutate, and then you can subdue that when you don't have a clear other answer yet. That's like what I thought Subdue might do. But I haven't faced any Shamans, I've been playing mostly Hunters now. And here it's much more difficult to find a use for the Subdue. Well, nothing much useful here. Let's see what the secret is. It's a freezing trap. Oh boy. I'll replay the Silverhand Recruit, haha. Well, at least we got rid of the secret before he could play the Hyena. So that was good. The only thing that I was really afraid of would be that if the secret happened to be like Snake Trap, then I wouldn't want to trigger it with a Leok on board. 9 cards in hand. Nothing much useful. Well, do I use a Flash of Light already? Just to cycle through my deck a little bit quicker. Oh, but that's still so bad. My few healing resources. And Hunter is of course putting on a lot of pressure. Hunter's of course putting a lot of pressure all the time. I could try to coin Holy Wrath, but the odds are that it deals less than 4 damage. So it probably would not be able to kill the Leok. I think I need to spend a Flash of Light here, just to draw more cards. 9 cards in hand. Okay, I'm playing the Christology. And then I'm coining out a Novice Engineer. Yeah, we're just going through the deck now. I had the alternative to coin out the Talnos. But I figured there might be some scenarios where Talnos can be useful still. Oh no! More and more secrets coming out. Prismatic Lens. Well, my hand is full, so I can't really use it right now. No, can I? A couple of Holy Wraths here. There could be a Snake Trap now. then I could get some value from Consecration. Let's check for the snake, because I would play a snake trap if I was him. So we check for that snake, and then we consecrate the snakes away. And that was the first card that I played, so even if the second one is a rat, I can Elven Archer the Leok now. So get rid of that, but more stuff keeps coming. Ouch. Ouch. More consecrations keep coming. 9 cards in hand. I probably need to Prismatic Lens here. I think I need the cards. Pyromance and Crystology. Crystology now draws just a Novice Engineer. Okay. So some kind of Pyro board clear might be coming in the near future. 10 cards in hand. So I have to get rid of a card here. That means that I have to just play the Crystalsmith Kangor out there. It's not ideal, but I could also play the Brewmaster. But I think Brewmaster and Shirvala later on will still be better. I now have Pyro, Shrink Ray, that I can use to get some things going. A discovered secret, so that secret could be a snipe. My Pyro Shrink Ray costs 6, so I cannot do that together with a Blood Mage Talnos here. I could try to play Talnos. If it's not a snipe, then I can hammer down the Wyvern. Snipe is still an option. And if it is a snipe, well, I get rid of that snipe. There could also be a rat trap, of course. But if I do these, then I'm drawing too many cards again. I have some problems getting rid of my cards. So this will draw a Novice Engineer, which also draws cards. Everything draws cards. So actually I have to just throw away the Brewmaster, right? Oh dear. That's not what I wanted.
Drink with me, friend.
Let's try this. This can be bad if there's a rat trap. There was no rat trap. Yeah, I just had a little bit of trouble figuring out how to really deal with that. Such a powerful board. Alright, so Talnos Consecration. I mean, I could do Talnos Pyromance Consecration. But what if it's a pressure plate? Have I checked for, I have not checked for pressure plate, no. Pressure plate is after you cast a spell. 10 cards in hand, hand is full. What if there's Brand next turn? So many problems here.
Like to play with fire?
I think it's these minions here. If that had killed the Pyromancer, let's just hope he doesn't have Bran. Because Bran would be really, really bad for me here. More secrets. So I've seen Freezing, Pressure Plate, Snake Trap. 8 cards left in the deck. 9 cards in hand. I mean, I can hammer this one. I haven't seen the Rat Trap yet. They could be the Rat Trap. Or the explosives. Choose the champion is probably enough here. Even if it's explosive trap. I should be fine at 13, right? No, actually I'm dead again if there's Bran and kill command. I would die. 3 cards available. 7 cards in deck. Oh no, but that Gladiator's Longbow means that I'm going to have to start using timeouts. 6 cards in deck, I can't get through my deck fast enough here. 6 cards in deck, one of them is Shirvala. Can I get to a position where I can do like double Holy Wrath and ensure lethal? No, that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, let's just Holy Wrath now. Zephrys can give me healing in a little while. In a little while that can be an option. So far I need to time out here. 4 cards left in the deck. I'm at 14, but if I play this, draws 2 cards.
Your wish is my suggestion.
He gets healing from his Zephrys, right? 8 healing probably. Isn't that true? Only 6 healing. But he can have Zul'jin too. Well, Prismatic Lens is guaranteed to draw Shirvala now. It's Shirvala and Subdue. That is guaranteed Shirvala and Subdue. But what if he can heal more? What if he has Zul'jin, he goes to 29? There's not a Shirvala Subdue. I can't guarantee lethal this turn, no. This is the Shirvala Subdue draw. And then I will play timeout. I couldn't quite decide. I should have probably played Zephrys, but what did I need to? I needed to pick some cheap spell from Zephrys, right? Yeah, like Frostbolt. Then I would survive the Zul'jin. Yeah, sorry, I messed it up. I needed to pick Frostbolt. If I pick Frostbolt, that means that then Zul'jin... No, Zul'jin puts him to 29. No, Frostbolt would have been just 28. That would not have been enough. Well, there's snipes and everything. And freezing, of course. Snipe is going to hit the Shirvala. But Shirvala is going to get frozen anyway. There's got to be the Shirvala. It's going to get frozen, right? There has been a freezing trap played. Or was that from... I can't remember if that was actually from... That could have also been from a minion. Nah, it's not good enough. Okay, secrets going through. Yes, I can see that. Shirvala comes back. Hits there. And gets shuffled. Let's stash that away. Then I'll need to Holy Wrath. Then I'm out of cards. But I can do Shirvala again. Shirvala can kill that one. That will put me up to 28. Then I can still stash Shirvala away. And he can't deal 28 in a single turn now, can he? I mean, he has to or he's dead. I'm not sure. Maybe I left him with an out. Was there an out there? Because there was the 5 damage weapon too. Like so many nasty things there.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.